Something stirs within the shadows across Middle-earth. Eyes watch patiently with foul intent from hidden spaces. Mouths whisper from darkness to corrupt the minds of the just. Hands reach with greedy fingers from unwatched places to grasp for power and wealth. Who will raise their own light against the spread of this darkness? Who will stand against the unknown danger that creeps ever closer? To where shall we look for heroes?
The guttural sounds of black speech startle you awake. As your eyes adjust to the dimly lit chamber, you discover that you are held down by fine chains of an unknown black metal. Your companions are held as well, along with a few ragged souls, barely alive. The floor is covered in a cold, sticky wetness that also soaks you to the bone. An eerie glow flares within a wide, flat bowl that squats at the room's edge. The voices chant their harsh tongue even faster in response. Sudden pains rack your body, and of the others chained around you. Two of the prisoners fall back with horrible gasps, their eyes rolling up in their heads. They lay motionless for a moment. Then something rises from each. Dark shadows with strangely glowing eyes. They hiss at you with malevolent intent. You must break the chains and find a way to end the dark spell, or you shall end up as shades yourselves.
I've searched for your trail.
I do not fear the dead.
I am Arwen, Elrond's daughter.
Rises.
The enemy is upon us.
For Rivendell!
You would die before your stroke fell.
The enemy is upon us. Follow me!
For I am your servant. For Rivendell!
This way. The enemy is upon us.
A red sun rises!
Soon all land will lie in shadow.
A red sun rises!
For Rivendell!
Through knowledge, all is revealed.
Free of the harrowing necromantic spell, you ready yourself to escape when the chamber door flies open. Steeled to fight, you feel a surge of relief when a familiar voice calls out,
Aha! There you are!
shouts Radagast.
I'm glad you found your way here.
The friendly old wizard raises a gnarled staff and whispers a few words that cause it to glow. A soft blue light suffuses the grim chamber. Gathered around him is a small crowd of wretched souls, even more prisoners of the tower.
We must be very careful. A Nazgul resides here with his host, and you wouldn't want to tangle with him.
Radagast says. His face grows somber and serious as he leans in to whisper.
I need you to care for these people. Find a way to get them to safety while I deal with that evil creature.
Without a further word, he stalks away, leaving you to lead this sad and sorry lot to freedom.
Freedom!
For Rivendell!
A red sun rises!
For the Master. The enemy is upon us.
Walk before you leap, I always say.
You would die before your stroke fell.
The enemy is upon us.
You breathe so loud I could shoot you in the dark.
For Rivendell!
You would die before your stroke fell.
Away with you!
Look to the darkness. The enemy is upon us.
For Rivendell!
A red sun rises.
The enemy is upon us.
You would die before your stroke fell.
Away with you!
For Rivendell!
Nothing passes unnoticed.
Hector!
For Rivendell!
Hector! The enemy is upon us.
A red sun rises. A red sun rises.
You face your doom this day. The enemy is upon us.
Away with you!
You would die before your stroke fell.
For Rivendell!
I bring news.
The enemy is upon us.
Away with you!
A red sun rises!
Kamul feels the presence of something ancient, possibly older than even he, within the tower. Its stench of light and life makes the wraith recoil slightly. Instinctively, he calls out to draw the darkness around him like a cloak. His servants answer the call. Man, orc, and shade alike move with haste to protect their master. From a far door, an elderly man in brown robes steps into the chamber. He leans on a wooden staff and dares to call out a challenge. "Begone from this place, servant of evil!" For an instant, the entire chamber stands silent in awe of the robed figure. Such an affront. Kamul answers with a snarl of his own. Frail though the man's visage might be, the Nazgul understands that appearances can deceive. He sees the old man for what he really is, and wills the fear that grips him into obedience.
Trapped within the tower, time seems to fly by at a prodigious pace. Though it can't have been more than minutes, it feels as if you've been stumbling about for hours in the dark maze of the lower reaches. At last, you come across a set of stairs. Following them to the surface, you're confronted by the sight of various creatures gathering about the entrance to the tower's main gallery. Flashes of light spark and flare within the chamber, and you can hear the shouts of Radagast mixed with the shrieking sounds of the Lord of the Tower. The entire place stands transfixed as a great battle is waged, wizard versus wraith, allowing you to make use of the distraction to lead the prisoners through an unguarded gate. After pointing them towards the safety beyond, you turn back to the sound of battle. You will not leave the old man to face that creature alone.
The enemy is upon us.
A red sun rises!
How may I serve?
I am Gandalf, and Gandalf means me.
You cannot pass!
The battle was well fought, a servant of light against one of darkness. At the height of the battle, with your aid, Radagast clasps his hand together in a flash of light that erupts outward to blind everyone in the gallery. You stand staggered for a few moments as sight slowly returns to your eyes. The tower is lit as if in the midst of the brightest summer day. But Wizard and Nazgul alike have disappeared. The creatures that remain cower in what shadows they can find, giving you and your companions the chance to escape. You bolt through the same gate the prisoners used. You soon overtake them and hurry them along to put as much distance from this evil place as possible. Somehow you know that the old wizard is alive, though likewise, you're certain that the Nazgul survived as well. Still, as you make your way towards Rhosgobel and beyond, you take comfort in having undermined their vile spell and made the region safe once more.
The necromancer senses the failure of his servant at far-off Dol Guldur. He had hoped that his thrall's efforts would create a new source of power to threaten the lands around Mirkwood, but had pushed too far, too fast. He must start anew. His servant would recover his power, though it might take time. Likewise, orc numbers are easily replenished. This was simply a minor setback on an inexorable march.
There are other opportunities,
he thought, glancing at the Palantir.
and from surprising sources.
It would take patience, but the necromancer was the soul of patience.
The rescued villagers return to their homes while you make your way to Rhosgobel. The wizard is not in residence, but a fully repaired gate opens at your approach, and inside you find food, drink, and a warm fire waiting. A note left on the bench reads, "Sorry I missed you, but help yourselves, with my thanks." After all too brief a rest, you return without incident to Lothlorien to report all that you encountered. The Lord and Lady of the Golden Wood thank you for your service. They agree that for now, at least, the dangers in Mirkwood have subsided. Still, the elves will be watching, ever vigilant in case darkness returns. You're invited to spend time with the elves to recover, though soon your hearts yearn to move on to other adventures. While the shadow is denied in Mirkwood for now, you have no doubt that it still lurks elsewhere, watching, waiting.